can recognize a few pretty plants through the window. There also seem to be some bookshelves further back. These sneakers look almost new. At least I'll have something to change into. One can never have enough shoes. The door is locked. There seems to be a lock in the doorknob. There is a large hole in the window pane. I can see something glittering over the back there. I must be careful not to hurt myself on the glass edges. That glittering thing was a small key. I had to stretch pretty hard to get at it. At least I didn't cut myself on the glass shards. This tree looks mighty old. This rose is really very pretty. Pile of scientific books, genetics and biochemical structures. That really isn't my specialty. A very ornate stone well. Unfortunately, there's no water. Otherwise, it would be even more attractive and practical. This tomato is much too big. I bet that someone has given it a helping hand. A collection of mathematical formulas, certainly not the kind of thing for a cozy evening in. These plants have been lying here for quite some time. The places drawn on them don't mean a thing to me. That's an old brown armchair. It looks very comfortable. As soon as I get a chance, I should find out how comfortable it really is. Some papers on the laws of inheritance. Whoever works here has a real passion for science. A small pile of books. The top one is about the fundamentals of physics. A little wooden table clock that stopped ticking. There's a handwritten scrawl in here that says, 7 centuries and another quarter will open the way into the locker. That seems like total nonsense on first look. A lovely pocket watch. Wonder if it still works. Even more science books. These ones look like they've been read recently. Even more science books. Even more science books. These ones look like they've been read recently. A really beautiful view of a small forest, even though the ground down there looks very swampy. I should have a look at it anyway. A really beautiful view of a small forest, even though the ground down there looks very swampy. I should have a look at it anyway. That doesn't look like a normal greenhouse to me. I don't even want to know what they've been experimenting on here. Certainly not tulips, that much is clear. The door is locked. It's the right key or nothing. That was the wrong key. I should try another one from this bunch of keys. That was the wrong key. I should try another one from this bunch of keys. That was the right key. Open sesame. Fantastic. I've got to enter a code. And how am I supposed to know it? Something's happening. That was the right code, finally! It's amazing what you can find behind a cupboard. I've never seen a machine like that before. Reminds me of an old TV show I used to watch. It looks as though you're supposed to get in it, but nothing happens. There's a tube missing from the controller. If I can find one, perhaps I can get this thing working again. Sign with first aid information. I hope that I won't need these instructions. The plant has hardly grown in this liquid. The liquid has caused the plant to grow unbelievably quick. The test chamber is full. Before I can put something in it, I should lower the level of liquid. Let's see what happens to this little piece of cheese in the chamber. Cheese has grown at least tenfold in size. That's a really massive piece of cheese. This door is locked. This door is locked. This door is locked. This door is locked. What a huge laboratory! It looks really old and almost reminds me a bit of the lab I wrote about in my latest song. That's really weird. The experiment in this chamber seems to have failed. The test subject doesn't look very animated at any rate. What kind of weird thing is that? The experiment that created it must have really gone wrong. I hope.